Okay, this is a Bassmaster story. Episode 2, Lake Hamilton. And I've just been taking you along on my journey through Bassmaster, hour-long videos, showing you how I beat the banks for hot spots and how I enjoy the game every day. So the legendaries are Bevy, Sel, Olivia, Elijah, Davey, Bryson, Precious, Harper, Amelia, Stella, and those are all the bass. And then Hamilton happens to have a ton of other legendary fish. So it's just an amazing, amazing lake. And I would suggest fishing cloudy because cloudy is the weather of the online open. And you get the most information from fishing cloudy about the online competition. Online competition is always cloudy. So whatever you learn on cloudy weather and free fishing, you can apply to the online open. Your hot spots, places you catch big trophies. So I'm starting from, the far east, where all the boathouses stop, and I'm working backwards towards the dock. Trying to find massive holes of giant bass. And on Hamilton, the biggest bass is Bevy. She's a lady bass. She's refined. She's cultured. She wants a bait that is special. And I think the Genkilistic swim bait's good. I like the tremor shad, and I like the 7-inch worm. To me, they're the best. They're the best bass lures. I get a lot of success on points and curves in the game. But I will check every one of these boat docks in search of major pockets of bass. And the fish finder is reading tons of fish. I've never fished this spot before. It's my first time. But I caught Bevy with this worm months ago at another hot spot. And Hamilton is just one of those lakes that is special. So many people commented on my other video. It's like the most comments I ever got for my Hamilton video about fishing the Elite Series and how to win the Elite Series on Hamilton. And so many people tried that. And a lot of people succeeded, but like 3 people must have failed. And so they disliked the video. So I did a new video now that I know Hamilton a little better. And I show a spot where you just can't fail the Elite Series Challenge. No matter what your skill level or knowledge level is. If you use that spot with any bass lure, you will win. But that video was my most watched video. That video had 1,400 views. And it was a half hour long. On me just playing the last round of Hamilton Elite Series. And people loved it, except 3. There was like 20, there was like 17 likes and 3 dislikes. And I admit I knew nothing about Hamilton. I just wanted to play that challenge again. And the only excuse I could come up with was make a video on how to do it. Then I'll get to play it again. But I didn't know any hotspots at that time. And this could be a big bass. And that's what we're looking for. We are searching for a giant largemouth bass or a spotted bass. Hamilton has some awesome spotted bass. Oh no, this doesn't look that giant. No, no. But it is fighting like really hard for some reason. It just will not come in. Very average. On Hamilton, you're looking for a spot that has 14 pounders or 15 pounders in abundance. That will give you 2 or 3 before like 13 or 1400 when the competition always ends. Those are the real diamonds. The 14s and the 15s, they're almost more valuable than the legendaries because they're just slightly easier to catch. And I am noticing a lot of largemouth on this spot. The first spot I stopped at here. Oh yeah, big pocket of fish. This looks like a spot you might catch a legendary largemouth bass. And I hope I don't, because I will not be able to get a separate video of it. There is a hot spot here. Lots of fish. But Hamilton's, a lot of people love Hamilton, and it's like their favorite lake. It's a huge mystery. like nobody really knows uh, where these champions are going to like max out their bags with largemouth bass and 14, 15 pounders. I personally am just going to follow my fish finder. I'm going to beat the banks on every perimeter, every curve, corner, point, and boathouse until I find the big trophies.
You're gonna have a few competitors trembling with that toad.
And you can see the fish finder here is just screaming fish. Fish everywhere. First place I stopped, at the very end of all the boathouses, where the boathouses literally cease, where they stop, and this wall begins, there's a big pocket of fish. But I figure I am recording. I am playing this game a lot. May as well just record it. Put it on my channel. If someone wants to watch like normal episodes of me just enjoying the game, why not? Plus, I can show them my lures, my line, my rods, reels, and anything else you might need help with or not understand about Bassmaster. Like maybe how to use the fish finder and how to go real slow and use the fish finder to just locate these busy spots. But I can't really leave this spot right now because the fish finder's just going wild, saying fish everywhere. So I guess I'll have to hang around here for a little while. What I really want on video is like the 14 and the 15 pounders, like that one. This is a big bass. And there was no sign of him until I used a Jenkolistic swim bait. This looks like a big trophy. Like a larger, extra large size bass. Nope.
Oh, that is Sack Daddy super bad.
I got goofed. I got fooled. He sure did look huge though when he came in for the strike. But if I find some huge honey hole that produces 14s and 15s, I'll tell you all about it. I'll make an extra video, a standalone video. I just don't want to catch a legendary largemouth. Anything else is fine. Any other legendary spotted bass is fine. Just not largemouth. They're so special and so rare. Like, I want to get their own videos. When I catch them, but there is a ton of fish here. There's a huge hotspot here. I wonder if it's reliable for giant trophy largemouth. But the fish finder's absolutely gone berserk. And this is usually what happens when I catch a legendary largemouth bass. Whoa, that could be big. Get out of here, no! I didn't want that fish. I was after the bass. But it seems like right on this curve, there's quite a significant gathering of fish. And I found it with this fish finder. Like, as soon as I pulled up to the wall, the fish finder started saying, there's fish. There he is. This could be my first big trophy. He cannot jump. He's such a slob. He is hopping. Decent. Not really what you want online open. Not for the tournament. The tournament, you need fish that are at least a pound bigger than that. And really 2 pounds. The 15s are, they're the ones you really want. The 13s are just risky. Like, if you get 5 13-pounders, there's a chance you won't even be in the top 10. But if you get 5 14-pounders, you will certainly be in the top 10, almost for sure. There's big bass on this spot. I may have found a good hot spot right away for a giant largemouth. A 13-pounder is actually a good sign. It's just not a good fish. Like, not really, not for competition. You have to have the 14s. You have to have the 15s. for the online competition. But Lake Hamilton is absolutely gorgeous. All the boathouses. It's an awesome, awesome map. And it is my most popular video. Just how to win the Elite Series. There's a lot of mystery, like where are all the bass on Lake Hamilton? I've seen people complain about Hamilton on comments saying there's not enough bass. There's no bass in abundance there. And there is. You just have to, like, they're not going to make it easy. You know, real fishing is a real challenge, and I think they tried to, especially freshwater. It's a real challenge, but I think they tried to make it as realistic as possible, but still give us a lot of monsters, like 14s and 15s plus. Like St. John's has like a over 19-pound largemouth bass. Bassington is over 19 pounds. I was just looking at him on Angler's Log the other day. He is one fat slob. But there was a couple trophies here, and I have to say that right now, on this particular hotspot, certainly is for Hamilton. It's very busy. There's not really, oh, no, there's some more bass in there. But there's a lot of other fish, like screening you away from them and chasing you away from the bass. Like, there is a lot of fish here. I never even noticed this spot before. This looks like a giant walleye. I'm gonna actually bring him in just to see if he's legendary. Seminole and Jordan have no legendary walleye or other fish. They only have legendary bass, but all the other lakes have a large number of various species of legendary fish. All the way down to legendary crappie, which I think is awesome. I'm glad they did that. So legendary walleye, 22.15. There's a 22-pound walleye in this game. I mean, on this map somewhere. I thought I would get through a lot of like area by now, but I ran into a hotspot right away, and I just have to spend a lot of time on it to experiment and test it and see if it's good for the online open. Because that's what I'm always doing when I'm playing. I'm always checking these spots to see how reliable the big largemouth bite is. Oh, there could be a trophy. There he is. Oh, missed him. But wherever you see a spot with like an abundance of 10-pound trophies, like, and they're in abundance, you should give it a lot of time to see if the big trophies start coming around. 14s and 15s, and those fish that are perfect for the online opener for Royale. It is a good spot. I caught a 13 here. So now I'm very suspicious. And if it really dies, I will move. But not until I flesh this spot out a bit. Not until it dies quite a bit will I move. Because I'll tell you, I trust that fish finder. Like when it says a ton of fish, give it time. You know, give it plenty of time to produce the giant trophies, the 14s, 15s, sometimes 16 pounders. Those are very rare. The big 16 pounders that are like over legendary size, but they do exist in this game. And just fish finder, just reading big fish, big fish, big fish, you know? I'm just not leaving this spot until that fish finder just dies. So if you're looking for a spot on Lake Hamilton that is very fun and very interesting, and where you might even catch a legendary largemouth bass, check this spot out. Where all the boathouses end, that wall with a curve on it, right on that curve. Yeah. Oh, missed him. Giant walleye, though. Giant walleye. It's got a heartbeat. This could, look at how slow it is. This could be something special. This is a giant, giant walleye. Guys, this could be the legendary walleye of the whole map. Whenever you find a hot spot, like a busy spot of fish, you can get legendary walleye or catfish. Wherever that fish finder is saying, hey, there's a million fish here, you got a good chance of getting something really unique. I believe this will be the legendary. It's acting so strange and slow. My prediction is this is the legendary walleye of the entire map. No, it is 4 pounds too light. It's worth 3,500 though. It's a very special trophy walleye. And also, I would say, even if you get what looks like a small bass, but it has a heartbeat, always bring it in. Don't break it off because they didn't get to patch this game or update it before they sold the company. So it gets no updates. And sometimes when you reel a small fish in, it's a legendary fish. And they just didn't patch it to where they always look huge. Another 13.
Exciting.
Now, spots like this can be a little dangerous for the online open because 13 is almost bad. It's something. It's what it is it's not 14. And 14 is exceptionally good. 14, 15, 16 is legendary. But 14 is the absolute minimum. Of the bass you want for the open. Gotta have 5, 14, or a combination of 14, 15s. High 13s is great, like 13, 10 ounces. 13, 11 plus ounces. Those are practically 14 pounders. You know, they're close enough to 14 pounds. But now this spot is really busy. So even try the Elite Series here, I guess. I'm getting enough bass, I guess, to clear the Elite Series challenge. That is a cool challenge. The Hamilton Elite Challenge is fun, especially if you know a spot or two and you've got confidence and you believe you can win.
Records with that one. But at least it's a good, solid keeper.
But I found a couple 13s and a bunch of smaller trophies. So if you're playing the Elite Challenge, try it out. You might even catch a legendary largemouth bass in here. The fish finder is screaming. This spot is special. But when you come to this curve, just cast out and keep on moving up and casting out, moving up and casting out until you find this pocket, this hot spot. See, 12 is not, like, for online, it's not good. For the elite, in career mode, it's excellent. Not for the online competition. But I would recommend this for the Elite Series Challenge. Very much so. I got a ton of weight here in total. Of largemouth, there is an abundance. More medium-sized largemouth, which is great for the Elite Series Career Challenge. And I'm sure you can probably catch a legendary largemouth here sooner or later. They just always come on hot spots. Even if you're not catching 14s and 15s, it's a hot spot. And like the legendary largemouth and the legendary spotted on this map are gonna be on spots like this. And plus all the other legendary fish on the map will be at spots that look just like this pocket of fish that I found here. I don't think this is a real giant, but he's fighting like crazy. Nope. Not any real super heavyweights. But that it may come into being. Hotspots in Bassmaster ebb and flow. Like they only yield 13 pounders something, and then other times they yield nothing but 14 pounders. This has been a lot of fun fishing this spot. Maybe this will be my first 14. But the competition's almost over. It's 12 o'clock. The competition ends at like 13 or 1400. Another 13. A low 13, 13.2. I really wonder if this spot with a certain temperature, and because because this is 75 degrees. I wonder if sometimes they're all 14, 15 pounders. But it has been a really interesting episode. This Hamilton episode. Hamilton episode 1 Hamilton. Finding this hotspot here. It's such a shame about the vertical fish because they never would have left the game that way. They sold the company like a year after Bassmaster came out. And so they didn't have time to perfect all the vertical fish in the water and everything. And they didn't have time to update. That does not mean this is some bad fishing game. It's exceptional. It's amazing. It's a great fishing game. I fished this game for 1,000 hours.
Yes.
And I feel like I'm just getting started.
That one. But it's a solid keeper.
There's so much more to discover and hidden secrets to uncover about Bassmaster 2022. It's just been such a fun, clean, exciting adventure. But I did catch enough bass here to totally destroy the computer on the Elite Series Challenge. So if you're looking for a spot to play the Elite Series Challenge, this would be a blast. It was a lot of fun for me during this hour together with you to use the Janko swim bait here and catch all those 13 pounders. Thirteens and tens, I mean, you're just going to destroy the computer on the Elite Challenge here. And I believe the Elite Challenge is cloudy weather. So that this spot should be available and active. Just a multitude of 10 pounders. And the fish finder's going absolutely wild. And this is like still tournament hours. Online tournament hours. I might even try this during the tournament. Just in case those 13 pounders really turn into 14 and 15 during the tournament. Because one of the things I noticed about playing in the online tournament is that the fish are scarcer. They're more picky. Like they don't always bite readily. And also, some of the spots where you get 13 pounders, they turn into 14 and 15 pounders under certain circumstances, like certain temperature or the online tournament. But I will have to say that this is like the best largemouth fishing I have found so far on Lake Hamilton. Really fun, pretty constant. It took a little while in the morning to really heat up and for me to kind of find the pocket of bass. But once I did, it was kind of constant. But you see my map there, you see exactly what wall I'm on, what curve I'm on. And now that it's around 1300, the bass have nearly disappeared. But it's the best bass game ever, folks. It just is. It is the best bass game ever. Here's another giant walleye. And it's got a heartbeat, so it's trophy, at least. And I'm going to bring him in. Just in case he is the walleye I am looking for. Nope, a few pounds too small. But try the Elite Series here. Wow. I had no idea there would be that many largemouth bass at a really suspicious spot that cranked out 13 pounder after 13 pounder after 13 pounder. Good for the Elite Series Challenge. Not so good for online tournament play. Just because they were all 1 pound too small. But I suspect this spot. I suspect it for changing a little bit during the tournament and becoming a real super heavyweight spot. I can't prove it yet, but maybe Hamilton will be the next tournament. Right now, we're right in the middle of Jordan, and I'm in 4th place But two of the guys are cheating that are ahead of me. So I kind of feel like they should be in last place for entering multiple times. And I'm really in second place. And this Friday, today is Tuesday, this Friday will be round 3. And I'll be doing my utmost
What do you got?
to really score high and overtake at least 2 ranks. And I'd love to move up 2 ranks from 4th to 2nd. At least I'd like to do that well. Because I feel like my Jordan game is excellent. And I really should do that well. Knowing the hot spots that I know, that I really should be 1st or 2nd on PlayStation in the world at Jordan. But this spot has been a barrel of fun. I mean, barrels of fun. I can't even tell you
You're gonna have a few competitors.
how much fun I've had with this game. It's that good. It's my favorite game ever. It always surprises and delights, you know, with enough effort and time and diligence, you really get rewarded here. I mean, you saw I found a hot spot right away. The first spot I thought might be one, there was one. But I did have to boat out to the very end of the boathouses to actually find it. But in my experience, all the best hotspots are kind of far away from the dock. They're not like right on the dock, you know, real easy to get to. No. In Bassmaster, you get rewarded for traveling those distances. Unless you're after bluegill crappie, and you know, then you can probably find them right around the boat dock. This guy's got a heartbeat, so I'm going to bring him in. He might be legendary. There is a legendary channel catfish on this lake. I forget the name, but it has a name. Like all the legendary fish. $33.5 trophy. And the legendary is 39.1. So I needed about 6 pounds there. 6 pounds shy. But you got to put a lot of time into Bassmaster to get the most out of it. It's a big game. Big. Ambitious. high quality fishing game, a fishing sim, where you're after hotspots and giant trophies and also boss fish, boss bass. And you really get some great rewards for really putting the time in. It's just hard to know with some of these lakes where to start. They're so big, and there's such a mystery.
But it's a solid keep.
And sometimes you do like check around and you go and go and go and you just don't find anything. So it can even be a little discouraging, but don't give up. Keep at it. Dust yourself off. Try again. Try a different spot. Take a look at the map and look for an area that you suspect there might be a giant hotspot or some legendary fish that you think maybe the creators might have done something with the spot itself. And then go to that spot and check around real thorough. That's what I did on this episode. My first Lake Hamilton episode. And try it out. Free fishing is just as good as the career mode fishing, as the online open. It's special, man. A real special fishing game. But I would definitely recommend this spot for the Hamilton Elite Series Career Challenge. Try it out. You'll win here. But this is Lake Hamilton. I believe it's Wisconsin. Lake Hamilton. I forget the state. But that's what it looks like. Boathouses absolutely everywhere around the whole lake. And that is my episode. Thanks for watching.